Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are making this little flower. It's really easy and cute, and I think we can make a lot of these in a very short time. Today I think I'm going to test and see if I can do it in 5 minutes or less. I think with a little bit of practice you would be able to do that too. As you can see, I made some in different kind of materials. They turn out very differently, but it's basically the same pattern, so that's kind of fun. I think we should jump right into the tutorial. So now let's start the timer and get started. So we're going to start with a magic ring. So take your yarn tail down, wrap the yarn around your finger like that. Take the loop and pull it under like that. Take your working yarn tail over here and chain 1. I'm going to add 6 single crochets into the ring. If you're not a big fan of the magic ring, you can just chain 4 and connect them with a slip stitch and then work these 6 single crochets in that. So 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we're going to pull on the yarn tail to form a ring. Let's get the yarn tail out of the way. So here's our little ring. Let's do the counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have our first single crochet sitting up here. So let's go up here and slip stitch to complete the ring. We're going to work in the same stitch, so we're not going to move anywhere. We're just going to chain 2, and then we're going to add 2 trebles. So yarn over twice, go into that same stitch, and yarn over like that. So we're working in the same stitch as our chain. Again, yarn over twice, go down to the same stitch, come up, you have 4 loops on your hook, yarn over, go through 2, yarn over, go through 2, and yarn over and go through 2. We're going to chain 2, and then we're going to move into the next single crochet. So it's down here. So just go down and slip stitch. And then we are going to repeat. So chain 2, yarn over twice, go into the same stitch and do a treble. Yarn over twice, same stitch, yarn over like that. And then we're going to chain 2 and go down to the next single crochet. And again, as I said, I'm not going to speed this up or pause anything. I'm just going to go with it and see if we can do it in 5 minutes. This is definitely one of my favorite flower patterns. I do this a lot. Well, first of all, because it's very easy to make, and it's very useful when I have some yarn scraps that I want to use up, because it doesn't take much yarn. And I really like to add these to presents. So when I'm gift wrapping, or if I have a gift bag or a cord or something like that, I really like to add a few of these just to give it a little bit of a personal touch. And that's the cool thing about this. It works really well in all kind of materials and colors. And so I'll make a bunch of these whenever I have scraps, or if I get this cool new yarn that I think would look great as a flower. I'll test it out and make a few of them, and I just keep a little stash, and then I can just easily add them. A really cool thing you can do with that is, if you're gift wrapping and you want to add a flower, just you can make like a ribbon with the yarn. That is really cool. That works really well. So here's the last single crochet. I actually think we're going to make it in 5 minutes. Chain 2 and the last 2 trebles. 1, and 2, and then a chain 2, and we have a little slip stitch down here that we did in the beginning, so I'm going to go in there and slip stitch, and I think that is it. I think we made it in time, just about. I didn't promise we would do the weave-ins and all that, but the flower itself is done. And you can just go ahead and hide your tails. If you want to hang it or something like that, just leave the long tail up here. The petals are, you know, you need to pop them a little bit because they do tend to point inwards a little bit, but you can just pop them out. They'll sit fine. And if you want it to be, you know, really flat and really sturdy, just put them under something heavy, like a book or something like that. So here you have it, your 5-minute flower. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you will start making some of these. I would love to hear about it. If you're making some of these, like what colors, what materials. Do you like the idea about, you know, adding them to gifts? So if you have any comments or questions at all, just leave them below. And well, other than that, just have a great day.